everyone. Okay, so today we are going to cover the topic the problem with trade of your class 8 history, chapter number 4, tribals, Zikus, and the vision of the gold age. Okay, so before starting this topic, I would like to tell you about this short paragraph on the page number 46. Actually, I have not described this paragraph in the last video, so I was about to describe this. I will have to describe this paragraph in this video. Okay, so this is a really very short paragraph. So let me just tell you about this. That in this, we were learning about here forest laws and their impact. So in the end, here's a conclusion that tribals did rebel. Okay, they did open rebel. They rebelled against the Britishers when they put the condition either you live in the forest with so many restrictions or you have your own land, but only if you will provide labor to forest department and take care of forest. So this was the condition, and tribals was not satisfied with this condition. That is why they rebelled against the Britishers. And of such rebellion, there's an example also, Songram Sangma in 1906, and it was in Assam. Okay, remember, in Assam, Songama Sangma in 1906. All right, this was the first example, and the second example is about the forest satyagrahas. So there were a lot of forest satyagrahas in the 1930s in the central provinces, means area under around Madhya Pradesh, or uh, that particular area, the forest of those particular areas. Satyagrah means they followed the way of Gandhiji, and they also did the Satyagrah movement from their own side in 1930s. In 1930s, it was in the central India forests, basically, or you can say central provinces. All right, so this was it in this paragraph. Coming towards the today's topic, the problem with the trade. Okay, so problem with the trade. So what was happening basically? The traders, and when the conditions of tribals were literally getting worse and worse, and at that time they needed traders and money lenders because they wanted loan. They wanted loan to produce their agriculture, to do agriculture, to gain some food, to fulfill their needs. So that is why they have to take the loan from the traders and money lenders, and that is why tribals also consider both of them as their evils, as their the most like demons. They think about them because they were so rude sometimes, or they don't even pay, and they pay and they even give loan, so they give at really very high interest because they knew that there is none of any other option for tribals to get money, right? So that is why they, if they know that they are totally dependent on traders and money lenders knew about this, that tribals are totally dependent on themselves. So they were showing their attitude towards the tribals and giving loans at really very high interests. So here there comes that at that time traders and money lenders used to more oftenly come in the forest. Why they used to come forests more oftenly than than previously? Because there were three reasons. First reason here comes about to gain forest produce. If they want any forest produce, so they ask tribals and they give it to them. Or second thing comes, they offer cash loans. Okay, वो लोन्स के लिए ऑफर करते थे, लोन्स को ऑफर करते थे. सेकंड ये था. फर्स्ट में क्या था? फॉरेस्ट प्रोड्यूस के लिए. एंड थर्ड में क्या था? ये फॉरेस्ट प्रोड्यूस. Okay, and the third in the third one, the third reason why they used to come in the forest was that they asked them to work for wages. The traders and moneylenders also asked tribals to work in their fields, to work in the traders and moneylenders fields, and they will provide them wages, daily wages. Okay, basically salary. So this was in the first paragraph. Coming towards the next paragraph, here is an example. Okay, here's an example that one such problem, this such problems used to happen with trading and market things. But there was another thing here comes, or you can say an example is here, that there was a problem of in the in which part of India? In Jharkhand, Hazaribagh. Okay, so how did this problem, why only this particular area got this problem? So basically, the silk in India at that time, silk was growing very in a very efficiently, and that was also used to be sold in the European markets. So Britishers knew that India can produce the best quality and the really fine quality of silk. So they thought that why don't they expand their production and trade, and they really encourage silk production so that to meet the growing demands of Europe. Okay, because European markets really in the European market, silk was in a really very high demand. Okay, now coming to the next, that why only in Jharkhand, Hazaribagh? Because in the Jharkhand there is a place. Here you can see in the Jharkhand, this part of India, this red one is the Jharkhand. In this Hazaribagh, okay, in the Hazaribagh, well, there was Santhals who reared cocoons. The forest of Hazaribagh, in those forests, Santhal tribe. Maybe you have heard about this tribe in your previous classes. These tribe were around in Orissa places, and right. So that is why they were also in Jharkhand, and there was not particularly or precisely area was divided between Santals, because these states are divided after the independence, and the tribal people were used to live before independence. So they doesn't matter with the states boundaries, that if they're in Orissa, how can they go to Jharkhand, right? So this is okay at that time. There was no issue. So Santals reared cocoons. We all know that we get silk from cocoons, right? So Santhals used to rear cocoons, and traders and moneylenders used to buy cocoons from them when they come to forests. So how basically traders, okay? So let me explain. So basically what they used to do, they used to buy thousands of cocoons from the Santhals, and for the worth of thousands of cocoons they only pay rupees 3, 3 rupees, 3 rupees, or 4 rupees. It was a really very less amount at that time, rupees 3. Even this is a really very less amount. Even in this time it is more less than right now. So they used to pay 3 or 4, okay? And these traders used to buy at such amount. Why do Santhals sell their cocoons in this amount? Why do they do so? Basically they were living in the forest, so how they could be able to know about that what is the prices in the outside market? And it took time. The tribals really took time to get to know about what is the outer world, what is outer world doing with them, what are the consequences of such things. So they didn't even think about them in previous years, but gradually they also got to know that how traders and moneylenders are totally exploiting themselves, and they're just ruining their lives. So that is why they traders and moneylenders do so. That is why they also pay their cocoons at rupees 3 or rupees 4. Now what was the later procedure? Traders bought it, okay? Now what will traders do? They will send it to Gaya. I hope you know a place in Bihar. You are, a lot of us even listened or heard about it. That is Gaya. Okay, so Gaya was a place, Gaya or Burdwan. Here is another place, Burdwan. So these were two places where traders used to take these cocoons and sell them at 5 times of the price they bought it. Okay, so think how much profit they used to earn. If a person is buying at rupees 3, okay, so let me just an approx income of traders. So at that time 1 rupee also worth a lot, okay? So at that time 1 rupees were like, oh my god, she has 1 rupee. So this was for us like 100 rupees are. So at the similarly for them rupees 1 also. But the traders used to pay rupees 3 or rupees 4 to the tribals, and they used to sold them at 5 times of the price. Means 1 into if they sold it at 3 rupees, then 3 into 5 means 15 rupees, or 4 into 5 means 20 rupees. So they were gaining a lot of benefit, and they were totally benefited with this procedure, with this thing. And tribals, the lives of tribals were getting totally ruined. Here the term also mentioned for tribals, the middleman. The middleman, okay? Here you see, yes, the middleman, so called, because they arranged deals between the exporters and silk growers. Whatever the deal was between the silk growers used to grow the silk, and they sell it to the traders, and traders buy and say they used to also bargain with the silk growers, and silk growers also bargain, and at a very less amount traders used to buy that, and they sold it, used to sell that silk in a very very high amount. So this was the thing, okay. So that is why the middleman, means the traders, are gaining a lot of benefit, a lot of profit. And that is the reason behind the tribal groups. That is why tribal groups used to see the market and the traders as their main enemies. Okay, so I have totally explained you this whole paragraph. If you got any doubt, anything, any query, then please comment in the comment section. I'll definitely answer your all questions. And here is the figure number 9. Here this lady you can see in the picture, hajang woman weaving a mat. So basically it is shown that for tribals, means for tribal people, their herds, like for us, like our mothers, the mothers of us used to do work at homes, or they can be housewives, or it was totally dependent on themselves. But on the tribal women there was an economic pressure, because they also have to maintain their livelihood, maintain their living standards. For that they have also have to work, and men were also working, but tribal women also have to work. So this was the thing, and that is why this hajang women also weaving a mat for the income purpose. So this is all about it, and now this topic has totally ended. Okay, have a good day. Bye.